Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shahbaz. I'm representing Meritto here. So I'm going to showcase what exactly Meritto is doing for the education organization. So when we say Meritto, we are talking about it's an operating system, right, for student recruitment and enrollment. So when I say the word recruitment or enrollment, it's a journey of a parent or a student. A student or a parent will inquire about you. The next step is we have to give them the right set of information, consulting, and then we are asking them to provide the documents. We are collecting the documents, and then we are validating the documents, and then we are asking them to make the fee payment. And we might also have a selection process where we want to take the group discussion or personal interview. When you talk about managing this process, this entire process is automated on our platform. So let's talk with the question, how well do you know about student recruitment and enrollment funnel? So what percentage of student and family inquiries are intent verified? So when I say intent verified, are we getting students or parent inquiries where they don't have an intent? They have just inquired for the sake of inquiry. Are my marketing channels just giving me a leads? Those who have already covered their graduation and we are just getting a lead from them which is of no use for us. So it's very much important to understand what is intent verification of a particular lead. The next is, at what point do you see the highest dropout in your student journey? So when I talk about dropout, are we getting inquiries and we are unable to convert it? Are those inquiries being nurtured and then they are not doing the rest of the process? Are we getting the documents and then they are getting dropped out? So it's very much important to understand at what stage we are getting the dropout for the respective prospects so that we can take the corrective measure. Which stage of your funnel has the highest conversion success? So where do I find the highest success? Right? Is it lead to application ratio? Is it application to paid application ratio? Is it paid application to GDPI ratio, or is it finally accepting the offer letter and making the payment? So what ratio is the highest conversion for me? Then which communication channel boosts the highest ROI, right? What communication channel is giving me the best ROI? So when I talk about ROI, we have seen that education organizations, right? If we have a data set of 10,000 students, we are sending the same recurring emails to them. We are spamming them. Do we know what is the medium or what is the channel in which they are absorbing the communication from my institution? Right? What is the average timeline for converting an inquiry to actual applicant, right? What is the time duration that we are taking to convert an inquiry to a final admission? So let's talk about this, right? I'm going to share our experience with 1,000 plus education organizations across globe, like what we have learned and what is this solution all about, right? So let's understand from the traditional approach. So on the left hand side, you can see traditional approach. So this is the approach through which any organization might be managing their process. So in the center, I can see campaign. So every organization is doing some set of activities, whether it's online or offline activities, to generate awareness about the organization. Now, what happens if a student or a parent has come to your website, then they'll go on to Google and search about your organization. The next thing is they'll come on an open day in your organization. So we get inquiry from multiple channels, right? That's the first place where lead duplicity arises. What is the ROI of these channels? What is the ROI I'm getting on Facebook, Google, Instagram? How many of leads I'm getting through which channel? What is the inventory classification of the same, right? How am I distributing the leads to my respective counselors in the CRM? Am I doing it manually, or is it getting allocated automatically based on the logic that I've set into the system? Now, how I'm nurturing the leads? Am I making calls, email, SMS, right? Is my system equipped enough to send automated communications to the respective parents or students, right? And am I providing a portal where an applicant can come, upload their documents, see the admission status, go through the process? Can I create an experience for the candidates that will become a wow factor for them, right? So when we talk about education, it's all about consultative selling. We are not selling a product or good or commodity unless and until the student feels that this particular organization is going to help me in my career. I'll not take enrollment in that organization. So it's important to help them with the runtime information. How am I sending the communication? Have I taken a lot of systems, right? I'm using an email engine, I'm using an SMS engine, I'm using a WhatsApp window. And when it comes to taking the group discussion or personal interviews, I'm managing it in an offline manner. There is no way where I can manage that, okay, these many students can come. I can evaluate the candidates on the platform itself. During COVID, do I have a system through which I can take online interviews and evaluate those candidates, right? So typically when I talk about traditional approach, we have seen that organizations are using some systems, but they are using system in silos, right? Marketing team is using a different system, counseling team is using a different system, my finance is using a different system. Students are typically, giving the documents on WhatsApp. There is no way I can centralize the documents. Group discussion and personal interviews or entrance exams are being taken on a third party platform, and there is no link between them. My counseling will say we have converted X amount of candidates. When I go to finance, I'll find, it's not that number. So there is always a discrepancy when you're using multiple system or silo system. This is where Meritto comes into picture. We say that we are a new age platform. So when I say new age platform, I'm telling that, which is on your right hand side, that wherever you're getting the leads, the data will get centralized on runtime basis. There is no lead duplicity. We get to know what is the ROI of the campaigns. So on Facebook, if I'm running multiple ads, one for UG course, one for PG course, one for PhD course. So which ad is giving me how much result, so that I can optimize my campaigns on runtime basis. There is no lead duplicity. When I talk about lead nurturing, it will be hyper personalized rather than giving a blank call. Hey Shahbaz, I'm calling from XYZ organization and you have inquired for this particular organization. It will be more hyper personalized, like, hey Shahbaz, I can see yesterday evening you inquired on Facebook regarding this particular program. I can see you are a resident of XYZ place and this is what you have achieved in your career so far. So let me help you out how this program is going to help you in your career. So it's going to be more hyper personalized nurturing. Student will get a portal where they can upload the documents. They can see the status of their application rather than bombarding you with a lot of emails and a lot of calls. They can see the runtime status of their particular admission process. They can go through the selection process of going through group discussion, personal interview. Their evaluation can be done on the system itself and the final admission is taken there. So the entire recruitment funnel or admission funnel is automated on our platform. So when you talk about, new age platform, what is the definition of a new age platform? Basically, it gives you a unified platform where you can integrate all your departments: admission team, marketing team, counseling team, finance, operations and management, where they can see runtime reports, analytics, right? Empowering analytics so that I can take corrective measures. Data is the key. If I can take, corrective measures based on the data, so that will be a more relevant, step that I want to take regarding the same. Comprehensive student insights, right, where I can see the student journey, where exactly they are stuck in the admission or recruitment process, and I can guide them according to the same. Customize engagement rather than spamming them with a lot of emails. The system should be equipped enough to send the communication based on the stage where they are stuck in the admission process and on what communication channel they are absorbing the information. So if they are reading the email, then only I should send a next email, else my system should be equipped to send them a WhatsApp and analyze whether they have read the WhatsApp or not. And based on the communication channel on which they are consuming the information, where they are stuck, and hyper personalized communication should go to them on runtime basis, right? Enhancing experience, obviously, when you talk about the student experience, right, it's all about word of mouth. If you get a good input, right, if you get a right set of students, we can guide them in their career. Even if they are not taking the admission, on open forums, they can simply write that we have got a good counseling from this particular organization. So they'll recommend, and the word of mouth and the brand building is obviously going to be there for your organization. So let's see, what exactly, we have got some more insights for you, right? That are typically, I'm sure you guys also might be facing these challenges, right? So some small insights, right? So we have noticed that 8% of the students, when they are inquiring about your organization, filling a form, they click on, forgot password. It's a very common thing because as a student, I might be inquiring in, n number of institutions, right? And every time I have to go through that hustle and process. So what is the innovation that Meritto has done, right? So we have created magic links. So when I say magic links, these are the links on which when a student clicks, they are directly taken to the portal and at the step where they have left the process. So if they have started the process at 20%, they'll come on the 20% process and they can take the next steps, right? And this can be sent in an automated manner, right? They don't have to click on forgot password. Every communication that you're sharing with a particular candidate will have these magic links, right? And what is the transformation that we have, received is that over 95%, reduction in forgot password has been catered through this innovation that we have done. Now, when you talk about marketing, right? Now, I'll give you a very simple example. If Shahbaz is a candidate, I'll come onto your website, I'll put my inquiry there. Now, since I'm taking a decision regarding my career, I'll go onto Google and search about your organization. How good is this XYZ organization to pursue this particular course? Right? I might find your Facebook or Google ads. Third day, I was just passing by, I'll come on an open day. Or I'll give you a call, hey, can you please guide me through this particular process? So a student or a parent goes through multiple channels to get information regarding your particular organization. And that's where the lead duplicity arises. The leads which are coming through website goes to X person. The leads which are coming through Facebook, Google goes to Y person. And those who are coming as a walk-in goes to Z person. And all these three counselors will have conflict within themselves because they have their unique style of counseling, right? And that's where it's important that I should get to know what is the process through which the particular candidate got to know about me, what is the discovery platform, and what are the influencing platform. So what is the innovation here when you talk about mutual exclusive impact, right, or the ROI dashboard? You get to know what were the discovery platforms and what were the influencing platforms. So against a student, there will always be an instance where a counselor get to know, okay, this student is inquiring from multiple channels. There will not be a lead duplicity. As a counselor, I can see, okay, this student is coming from 3 channels. So he might be facing some challenge and I can nurture them according to the same, right? And when it talk about MEI, so typically what we observed was that after our session is over, the management sits and then they discuss among the marketing team, okay, XYZ amount has been spent on Facebook and Google. What is the ROI of the same? So after a year, we are analyzing our campaigns. If we ask, what is the mutual exclusive impact? What would happen if you have not run any campaign on Google or Facebook? You don't have any analytics like that. So this is where mutual exclusive impact comes into picture. So I'll showcase this dashboard to you. As you can see, this is your ROI dashboard where there is traffic channels. So traffic channels is where I'm getting the leads, right? Direct means through my website. Paid ads comprises of bucketing of Facebook, Google, Instagram, right? Publishers are third-party websites or your agents who are giving you the leads. So I get to know how many leads I'm getting. I also have a verified. Verified means the particular student has showcased the intent. So intent validation is there. MEI is there, right? I can see how many of them has paid the application and submitted the application. So the entire analytics for that particular channel can also be seen through the system itself. This will help you to take corrective measures, right? We are not asking you to stop spending on digital or, let's say offline events, but we are asking you to optimize it on runtime basis. And every analytics that you're seeing here gets updated on runtime basis. There is no manual intervention here. So what exactly is the product line that we are providing? So Meritto provides standalone products as well. So our first product line is CRM that will equip your team to centralize the data, remove lead duplicity, and have hyper-personalized communication with the particular students. Application platforms give student a portal where a student can come, they can upload the document, they can see the current status of the admission, they can book a group discussion slot, and they can go for an interview. Your evaluators will be able to put the scoring inside the system and they'll compile the score, right? And you can generate the merit list or offer letters from the system itself. We also have a payment cloud in order to collect payment in multiple currencies, right? In order to manage scholarship based on the category of the candidate, right? Based on, how you want to manage the taxes. So just to give you an example, on tuition fee, I'm not liable to take tax. Whereas if I'm providing hostel fee, transportation fee, I'm eligible to take tax. So managing multiple fee headers, multiple taxes, multiple scholarships, multiple students, their fee reminders, etc. can be managed through the payment stack. And you can also collect payment in multiple currencies through the system itself. We also have an AI-based chatbot. So we observed that in education organization, our website has a lot of information, right? And as a student or as a millennial, these students would have a patience to go through every particular information that you have on your website. So it's important to have a tool that can nurture the students or give the information on runtime basis. And this chatbot is available on both the versions, website version as well as WhatsApp version. So they get the information on the go. When I talk about global market, where we're getting students from multiple geographies, it's impossible to have a team that can nurture the student on 24 into 7. So it's where the chatbot comes into picture. And if I include all these four modules, it becomes enrollment cloud, which is my entire recruitment funnel. So when I talk about Meritto, it's a SaaS-based system, right, which is hosted on AWS. It's globally compliant. It has got open APIs. So once a student recruitment is done, you can push the data into your CRM system. In case you have your own payment stack or payment gateway, that can also be integrated inside the system. Any integration, whether it's in terms of taking the lead or pushing the data into any of your internal system or external system, can be done through the system itself. It is globally compliant. So, and the data hosting, since it's hosted on AWS based on the geography in which as per the compliance of your government, can be hosted in that particular geography, right? Currently, we are working with 1,000 plus clients across globe, right? We have presence in 16 plus countries, right? We are managing close to 100 million plus inquiries. There are 5 million plus applicants who goes through Meritto while taking their admissions. There are 1 billion student inquiries that we are managing, and there are close to 50,000 plus B2B users. When I talk about users, we are talking about counselors, management, marketing, finance, who are using this platform to manage their end-to-end operations. And it's not just what we are saying. You can see the rating on different platforms, how it has been equipped. So this is what Meritto does as an organization, right? And if you guys are interested in knowing more, right, we are having a stall there. So I request you to kindly come on our stall and have a discussion or chat with us. Thank you so much, guys, for your time and patience. Appreciate your time. Thanks.